Hi crypto fans, welcome to CCS Cryptocurrency State. My name is Santiago, I'm a web developer and investor, and in today's video we are going to cover a lot about BRC20, previous airdrops that we have been covering on this channel. We are going to see Unisat, we are going to see Ordinals Wallet and Bitmap, a lot of updates on all the Bitcoin ecosystem. This video is brought to you by Boris. He's one of the Discord administrators on my private Discord, a very good follower of my channel and on my journey in YouTube and all my social media, and a very great expert on airdrops. So pay attention to all this information that he is sharing with us on this video. Before we begin, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications, and without anything else, let's get into it.
Hi guys, it's great to be back. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Boris. I'm a moderator in Santiago's Discord, and for the last year and a half, airdrops have been my primary focus. I've had moderate success with aptos Arbitrum, and over the last half year, I've really enjoyed the BRC20s and the whole Bitcoin DeFi infrastructure. Today, we'll be covering the updates about Unisat Wallet, about Ordinals Wallet, and how you can potentially position yourself for their eventual airdrop, because they've hinted it many times already. We have Unisat points, we have a lot of ecosystem being built and developed all the time, and we in Discord firmly believe that Unisat airdrop is just around the corner. So without further ado, we'll be mentioning Bitmaps and SATS near the end of the video. If you've been following our Discord and our channel, if you're part of our community, you are maybe sitting on a couple Bitmaps yourself. And guys, near the end, we'll be talking how you can actually cash out and realize some pretty juicy gains. We're talking everything between 20x to 70x. Get ready, it's gonna be wild. Why is the ecosystem exploding over the last week? Anyway, reason number one is Unisat has decided that SATS token will be used as their native gas token. So for their whole ecosystem, we'll be using SATS just like what we use ETH on Ethereum, which has been reason number one. Number two, Ordi has been listed on Binance, which has made waves in the whole ecosystem, as well as the Unisat announcement that we are going to be having a BRC20 swap integrated with their dApp. So all this combined has caused quite a rally, and we cannot sleep on this, especially if we're sitting on a couple Bitmaps and SATS tokens from this summer. First things first, let's jump straight into, well, obviously you have to always go on the official Twitter page of the project. You go to unisat.io, and here we have a couple options. If this is your first time doing anything for Unisat and you want to position for their eventual airdrop, what you can do is same thing we did in the summer. You can go on inscribe. You can choose to inscribe a file or BRC20 token yourself. This will be very costly, so I would not recommend that. But you can go inscribe a name or text. It's very straightforward. You just type in anything that you like. Don't fire me, please. But yeah, anyway, you can just inscribe it and choose the price of the SATS that you're going to be paying for that. After that, we also have this tab right here where you can see all the tokens that are currently available for minting or completed. Guys, I don't know if you remember, but the last video, when I made the last video, this SATS was 8% mint out. We minted so much, but not enough. If you want to mint a new token yourself now, you can go here in the in progress just to get some transactions in. Don't go for the ones that are almost minted out, because your transaction will actually be stuck in the mempool. Instead, you want to try to find one of these that's between 70 to 100%, well, 70 to 90% maybe. Ideally, try to find one with a lot of holders and a lot of transactions. And then you would go here. It's very straightforward. Just go mint directly and choose as many as you want. This is going to be your transcription, your inscription. And then you can choose the amount of, oh hell no, 120, no, no. If you are kind of cheap and you don't want to pay a lot for gas, you can choose custom, and then you can write like 35, because that's a reasonable amount of sats to pay for an inscription, and then it's only going to set you back like $2 or $3. Otherwise, if you were to go at the cost now, I'm not paying $10 for an inscription. Hell no. But that's one of the ways you can get an inscription on the Unisat wallet to potentially position yourself for their airdrop, and that's one of the cheaper ways to do it. Also, they've launched the BRC20 swap recently. As you recall, that was one of the catalysts for the explosion of the ecosystem, but unfortunately it's not accessible to everyone yet, just like Marketplace wasn't accessible to everyone before. But I believe that in a couple of weeks we'll be able to use this native swap on Unisat as well. So now we come to the juice. We've got the marketplace section where you can use it just like you would use any other marketplace. Think OpenSea, but if you were among the lucky ones who are in our Discord and who have actually followed our channel during the summer, maybe you have a couple of these BRC20 tokens. So you can try to find yours. You go here on the SATS in the top left, and then you can see how much they're being traded for. They've been going crazy ever since the announcements, as you can see. 0.000. Whoa, what's going on here? So if you have some of these, you can either list them or potentially flip them if you want, if you believe in the ecosystem growth. But if you have some of them, you want to sell them, you go here on my BRC20s in the right, and you can see the ones that you have. You want to list them, but before you can list them, you have to make a transfer inscription first. So now you have 200 million available here, but 0 available here. When you inscribe a transfer, you're going to have a prompt from the Unisat wallet. Again, you do not want to pay this stupid amount of gas. You can make a custom gas limit. Choose as many as you want. You put custom. I like to set 35 because it's pretty reasonable to have your transaction go through in the night. And then you just go next. And then this is going to be your transfer inscription. This makes your sats sellable or transferable. You go next. And now don't be alarmed by this 0.0038 Bitcoin. This is just the amount that is needed in your wallet so that the Unisat knows, okay, this wallet actually has funds to pay for gas. You're not going to pay $100 for gas, don't worry. You're going to be paying this amount because you've set the gas limit for 35 sats. Then if you want to make a transfer inscription, you will just go sign and pay. And that's it. In the night or whenever the gas comes to a reasonable level, you can only pay $2 or $3, and the next morning you're most likely gonna be ready to list your sats. So then again, you will go here, you would actually go list, and then your balance will go from available to transferable. And then here you will click, you can list your sats for the amount that you want. How do you know how much you want to sell them for? Well, this is where CoinGecko comes into play. You can just go on coingecko.com, choose the correct SATS token. Oh god, this pumping has been -4 half an hour ago. Anyway, you go the amount that you have. So in my example, I have 200 million. So 200, 6 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then, oh my god, yeah, it was $4 more than it was half an hour ago. Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's how you can confirm that you're not casually selling your sats for pennies. And that's regarding sats. As well, you can choose to flip bitmaps if you so choose. I love this UI because here you can see how much volume it's actually being transferred in the Bitmaps ecosystem. The last 24 hours have been crazy. You can see 200% extra volume. Amazing. And the floor has been constantly rising. I will never forget when we were talking about this in August, and we were talking about, guys, look at this, Bitmaps are trading for $6 now, and we minted them for $1. Nice 6x, woo! And look at this now, guys. It's going from floor now currently is Well, this is a bug. It should not be $47. The floor is between $70 because all of these are just 3. Anyone can sweep this floor. But yeah, floor is about $70 on Bitmaps as of now, which is incredible. So yeah, if you're sitting on a couple Bitmaps, how you want to do with, you want to be selling those. If you so choose, you go on my Bitmaps just like you went on my SATS, choose any that you want, and then it's pretty straightforward. You can list them for whatever you want. I'm just gonna put something half unrealistic because I don't want to sell my Bitmaps right now, because you can actually get burnt with this. I'll show you in a second what I mean. So yeah, you can list it. It's pretty straightforward. The gas fee for this is very, very low. It's like what, fraction of a Bitcoin, like 5 zeros or something. You just press sign and your Bitmap is listed. Now you can also check your orders here in my orders, and here you can see that earlier today I listed it at 123 for $70. It was sold in 90 seconds, which begs me to think, did I like lose a couple $100 now? So if you're doing this, please talk in our Discord, talk with people who are more experienced than you. I'm trying to be a pioneer here, so I do the exploring for you, but please learn from my mistakes. If you believe you have an exotic Bitmap, just list it for more. If it's not sold in a day or 2, you can lower the price, but don't have it sold in like 2 minutes, because clearly I messed up regarding this. Learn from my mistakes. All right. So yeah, that's regarding Bitmaps. You can choose to flip them if you have not minted them for free in the summer, but if you have, congratulations. Formulate a strategy to cash out if you want, or you can hodl forever. I don't care. Like, do what you want, but consider cashing out at the moment because it's really, really, really nice gains at the moment. Lastly, you can also use this cointool.app to check the current Bitcoin prices. But again, I would recommend you put the low gas amount yourself, because why would you pay $10 if you can wait 12 hours and pay much, much less? Lastly, we also have the Ordinals Wallet. As you all remember, they have already airdropped Pixel Pepes back in the day, and these little buggers were worth 15k at its peak, and all you had to do was make one single transaction on Ordinals Wallet. They did hint out at multiple airdrops in the future, so it is very worthwhile to make a couple transactions there as well. So same thing we did on Unisat, we can do on Ordinals. I'm not going to repeat myself. So you have file text, BRC20, and names, and you can also use the marketplace if you want to buy a bitmap or 2, if you want to buy an NFT or whatever you want, or maybe some tokens. You can do that on the Ordinals wallet as well. Why is this important? Because their ecosystem has been growing very, very quickly as well. There's a lot of new development on the Bitcoin ecosystem, such as the, of course, metaverse, which are the bitmaps. You have the names that's been going on for a while, but I like this one a lot. This is like a card game on Bitcoin as well. So yeah, a lot of stuff is being built, and this is definitely not an ecosystem that should be slept on. I know how it is. We're all used to MetaMask, and we are just like, yes, Ethereum, awesome, but pioneers always make the most money in crypto if you know what you're doing, if you are actually around people who know what they're doing. Again, this is where our Discord comes into play. I would not know any of these things if people who have done more research than me haven't actually talked about this. Big shout out to our guy Fox. He has been on top of the BRC20 ecosystem and BTC DeFi for quite a while now. He's been one of the early Bitmap adopters. So I'll link up his socials if you want to check him out. He's a really great guy. Other than that, if you want to be part of the airdrop community, you can join our Discord. It's $100 a year, and you can use Boris245 as a code when you're checking out to get 10% off. Thanks for having me once again, Santiago, and have a great day, guys.